Are you planning to visit the Art Institute of Chicago but short on time? Don't worry about it because we have you covered. Today, we're sharing the top 7 must-see paintings for an average visitor who just wants to see the most famous artwork. In just about an hour, you can experience masterpieces that have captivated audiences for generations. And as a special bonus, we'll say goodbye to the Great Wave before it leaves the museum. Come join us as we take you through the highlights of the Art Institute. Let's go! So Mom here is our art expert. So you took some art classes in college, right?
Yeah, I was an art minor in college, and then I was able to study in the Netherlands for about four and a half months. Just learned how to be an artist, and my favorite was learning about art history, though.
So the goal today is you're gonna take us around and show us around because me and Rosalie have no idea what we're looking at.
Okay, I'll do my best. At number 7, we have Sky Above Clouds 4 by Georgia O'Keeffe. And let me tell you, this painting is huge. It takes up an entire wall. O'Keeffe painted it when she was 77 years old, inspired by looking out of an airplane window during her travels in the 1950s. It's like she captured the endless sky right on canvas. It's peaceful, dreamy, and just a beautiful way to start our tour.
Man, that sounds really familiar. So what show did we just watch talking about it?
It's on Breaking Bad. Georgia O'Keeffe Museum.
Georgia O'Keeffe painted all kinds of stuff.
Oh.
Some of it evoked an erotic nature.
And I bring forth to you the head of Hercules.
At number 6, we have The Girl by the Window by Edvard Munch. Yes, the same artist who painted The Scream. It shows a young girl staring out into the city, but the way the room is dark and shadowy makes it feel a little eerie. It really captures that feeling of being deep in thought, or maybe even a little lonely. But that's what makes it so powerful.
How does the Scream look? This is new to us. We've never been to the kids section for the art museum,
That's
so
by Grant Wood.
Rosie's gonna try to make a map, and she's gonna maybe make a medallion. Lots of different things. So for kids, I think this is a good place for them.
So there's a little thing that she has to do for each painting that she picked that she wanted to find for her Waymaker journey through the Art Institute.
And you're able to print that out, and now we're gonna look for it.
Yeah, show the front where it says she got to put her own name and
Oh look,
everything.
it says Rosalie's Stylish Journey.
So she has to find different styles. At number 5, we have a self-portrait by Vincent van Gogh. This particular self-portrait is one of the 35 he painted in just 5 years. Talk about dedication. If you look closely, you'll see the tiny dots and dashes of color all over the painting. That's because Van Gogh was experimenting with a style inspired by Seurat's A Sunday on la Grande Jatte. His piercing gaze just pulls you in, and it's fascinating to see how much emotion he packed into a self-portrait. I always like going to the Impressionist exhibit, like seeing Claude Monet, Van Gogh, Gogh. You know, a lot of those are my favorite types of paintings.
Rosie just learned that Van Gogh cut his ear off.
A lot of Impressionist paintings, they use this kind of stipple effect here and brush strokes to kind of get an impression of what they're seeing.
Ooh la la. Is this Rose from Titanic?
No. Woman with Fans. This is by Edvard Monet. Not Monet, but Monet. At number 4, we have one of Pablo Picasso's most famous paintings. The old guitarist comes from his blue period. And yep, everything is blue. It was painted at a time when Picasso was struggling, and you can really feel that emotion in the painting. The old man looks fragile, but the way he holds the guitar so closely makes it seem like music is the one thing that keeps him going. It's a powerful and emotional piece.
What are we looking for here?
So we're finding this one and this one. These are both in 296.
What did you find, Rosalie? Which one was that?
This one.
Whoa. He has a pointer finger. Which one is that?
This one is
Who's it by? What's his name? The artist's name, do you remember?
Ian.
What was your favorite piece of art that you saw today?
I like the one that had like that bird cage one.
The bird cage?
The woman with the bird.
The woman with the bird?
Yeah.
You like that one?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
At number 3, we have the iconic Nighthawks by Edward Hopper. It's a painting that makes you feel like you're peeking into someone else's world. It shows a late night diner with a few customers sitting at the counter, but they all seem totally lost in their own thoughts. Hopper painted loneliness in a big city in such a quiet and cinematic way, almost like a scene from an old movie. And fun fact, this painting has been referenced in tons of TV shows and movies. See if you recognize it.
Oh, I didn't know Monet died in the 1900s.
1926.
I thought he was more of a 1800s kind of guy.
So in Monet's later years, he lived in an area in France where he had a pond with water lilies and the bridges, and he would always be known for his paintings of water lilies because that, like in his older years, he would paint all the sites of his pond.
Oh, this is the one I want to see right here.
At number 2, we have an easy one to recognize. American Gothic by Grant Wood is the famous painting of the farmer holding a pitchfork next to a serious-looking woman. But guess what? They're not actually a married couple. The artist, Grant Wood, intended them to be a father and daughter, and his models were actually his sister and his dentist. How funny is that? This painting became a symbol of hardworking rural America, and it's one of the most famous American paintings of all time.
Okay, this one has a whole room by itself. What do you think this is? There's one more thing we have to make sure we see before we leave because it's leaving
Like Monday.
on Monday.
It's called The Wave, but it's from a Japanese artist, so.
And it's not the wave like in sports. It's not this wave.
No.
It's a famous.
It's a wave, a picture of a wave, like an ocean wave. But it's leaving on Monday, so we have to see it while it's here at the Art Institute of Chicago, so.
I guess we'll wave goodbye to the wave.
I wave.
And Rosalie's last one.
That was painted in about the year 1529, and no, I was not alive. And finally, we've made it to number 1, A Sunday on La Grande Jatte by Georges Seurat. Seurat used a technique called pointillism, where instead of blending colors, he placed thousands, actually millions of tiny dots next to each other. When you step back, your eyes mix the colors together, creating this vibrant, almost glowing effect. The painting shows Parisians enjoying a lazy Sunday by the river. But if you look closely, there's so much going on. People fishing, walking dogs, even a pet monkey. It's massive, colorful, and simply unforgettable.
In Iowa, they have a little lake like this, a river, and they have these people set up as statues.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's one of my road trip stops at when I was in Iowa. So what did you think of the Art Institute?
Oh, I always love the Art Institute. It's one of my favorite museums in Chicago.
I think Rosalie really liked it because that whole looking for the art that she picked.
Yep.
So if you have kids, make sure you go to the kids section. But unlike us, it closes at 3. We got there at 3:30. So she didn't get her prize this time. We'll have to come back.
Yep.
So make sure you do that. Well, hopefully everybody's having a good start of 2025. Click on this video if you want to learn more about the ledge at Willis Tower.